Watch your eyes, here come the lights. Hello! Okay, folks, I've got another code for you. So, looks as though our code's broken up into separate words. That's going to help out a lot. And it also appears as though it's going to be a question. So this code isn't following your basic Caesar cipher where things are just shifted or a linear shift model like that. This one's been scrambled. Okay, so we're going to have to use some logic to figure this one out. So let's put on our thinking caps and get ready. Okay, so 3 letters for the first word. What are some 3-letter words that typically start questions? So I'm going to kind of go down the alphabet a little bit. Are you going to do that? Can you get that done for me, please? How many of them are there going to be? What? Was that the way you wanted it to be? Who is going to be there? Why would they go, right? Okay, so a list of words like that, right? So I'm sure there's more of them out there, but we got a good start here. So then next, let's go ahead and say the second word, which is also 3 letters. Second word's typically a verb, okay? So let's say, we could say are and can again. Is it who are, what can we do about it? Let's see, so some verbs. Run, right? Not really a question word, but who can run that fast? Let's see. Get, I guess. Have, or not have, has, or had, I guess. Let. Gosh, not an English major, right? Let's see. Was, throw that in there. Okay, so again, we've got a list of words here. So now, if we think logically about it for a few moments, it looks as though they both start with the same letter. So, which of these start with the same letter that would make sense, right? So, are, no, can, no. How has and how had. How has this gone down? How had that happened? That happened, or who was going to be there, or why was that what you were going to do? I don't know. So those look like those could be some possible choices for us, right? So I'm going to go with, I don't know, who was. Let's just start there. So if that's the case, if we assume that's true, and we go W-H-O, W-A-S, then we now know that N is the W. So let's go to our alphabet here and make N a W. K would be the H. L would be the O. N is still the W, right? G would be the A. And X would be an S. Okay, so if that's the case, and that might not work, we may end up getting some gobbledygook up here later on. Let's see what we can figure out. If that's the case, now let's see if we know some other answers out here. Are there any other N's? No other N's, it doesn't look like. No. How about any other K's? There's a K. So let's put an H there. Okay, how about any L's? There's an L. So there's an O. Any other L's? No. How about any G's? G. So G is an A. And any X's? There's an X. Okay. Who was? So that gives us some more answers out there, right? Okay. Using our thinking cap here for a minute. What makes sense for a word there? Who was going? No, too many letters. Who was that, no, wrong letters, right? Who was your, let's go with that. Let's try that. Who was your? So Y-O-U-R. So if that's the case, Z would be a Y. So let's try that. Z is a Y. L we already had. Q is a U. So Q becomes the U. And B is an R. B is an R. So now let's go down here. Any Z's? Nope. Any Q's? Nope. Any B's? There's a B. That was supposed to be a B. It's an R. And there's a B. R. Let's make sure that looks like a B here. Bing. There we go. Okay. It's like that game show, huh? Any guesses? Any ideas? What are you thinking here? Who was your Who was your, I got one idea. Hint, hint. Do you guys have an idea? I know, we'll get to you later. We'll get to them in a bit. How about first? Let's try that. So let's put an F-I-R-S-T. Does that work? So M would be an F, no other M's. D would be an I, so nothing's overlapping so far, no other D's. B we already had. X we already had. V would be a T. So V is a T, which means that would be a T there. Who was your first Tahir? Who was your first Tahir? Tahir. So that's the idea here, and with the homework tonight, same idea. It's going to be different letters, but you're trying to figure out what would make sense, you know? So if we backed up and we actually tried how has or how had, this wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't give us anything that's going to, oh, we should fix this first, shouldn't we? Who was your first, what if I tell you Alex is going to say P is an E. P, where's my P? P is an E. Who is your first T? Oh, there would be another E. Who is your first teacher? Right, you got it. Who was your first teacher? Right on, folks. So, my comments to you right now, like I said, this is what you're going to be doing with tonight. The letters are going to be different. I created a new code for this example here. What I want you to know is this goes with the Numbers episode, Season 2, Episode 9. That's the episode named Toxin. That's the episode that goes along with this code and this example. And your homework is going to be with different letters. So have some fun. There's one more question is, could you answer it without giving yourself away? So look at this. Who was your first teacher? If these are the letters you knew and you're not sure what those are, could you answer it without giving yourself away? That's going to be in the homework, so answer it there, folks. Have a good one. I will see you next round. Goodbye.